Yes, we are live. All right. So, yeah, let's get this situated. So, I just had a conversation with a personal conversation, not just actually a few days ago. I had a I ran into somebody at the beach where I was going. Um, Middle-aged woman sitting in the pavilion where I was sitting, and I just asked her, "Excuse me, love, you mind if I play some music? I've got my little like Bluetooth speaker I take with me when I go to the beach so I can listen to music." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I love music. What up, T? You ain't gonna believe this shit, but I think if you have a good bullshit meter, you'll know if I'm telling the truth or not." Um, Pretty sure she was telling the truth. I looked her up a little bit. But anyways, I ran into this woman at the beach. I asked her if you mind if I put on some music? She's like, no, no, no. I love music. I make music. I sing and all this myself. I was like, oh, cool. Me too. Me too. And, we just got to talking about music, and something in my heart told me she was in a bad way. I mean, how it is to be empathetic, to be able to read people. I just felt drawn to talk to her, just to give her somebody to talk to, which is funny because she actually thanked me for that. But we just got to talking, and she told me that well, she's a part of a very ancient. You guys ain't gonna believe this. I'm telling the truth though. I swear on my mother's grave, everything I'm about to say is true. So she gets to talking, um, she don't really look homeless, right? Like she don't look like homeless people sort of have a look to them. I don't know, the clothes, the dirty, something. But she didn't look like a homeless person, but she was homeless. And we got talking. I asked her, well, how'd you end up like this? And so according to her, and I didn't believe her, obviously, when she was saying this shit to me, I was like, oh God, we got, look, to be honest, in the past week, I've probably seen 8 different people out of their minds, yelling at the walls, standing in the ocean, telling God to bring alligators around so they could wrestle them, just seeing people lose their fucking minds all around me. No surprise to me. I know what reality we're in. This isn't a surprise to me. But when somebody says outlandish shit, I tend, even if my oh shit meter or my spidey sense is telling me they're telling the truth, I still have a standoffish, especially if they say some outlandish shit. But she's saying no. Actually, my family's very wealthy, but I'm an outcast. They turn their backs on me. They're basically like a cult. Uh, I'm like, huh, that's interesting. She's like, yeah, I mean, you probably, and she was talking to another dude there. And again, her energy felt fine to me. She felt fine. I didn't think that she was going to turn into a lizard or a psychopath or a weirdo. Her energy felt just fine. So I had said to her, where are you going? She was talking to another guy. Yeah, and then I have to take the bus. When's the bus get here? Blah, blah. And I said to her, where are you going? She said, I'm going to the library. I specified the specific library. And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, I'll drive you there if you want. It's kind of on the way anyway. It's not out of my way. She said, sure. So as we're walking to the car, and this is the beach. These are big, giant, like mansion, 3-4 story homes on the beach. And she said, yeah, that house over there is my dad's, that yellow one. And I know exactly which house she's talking about. I see it all the time when I go to the beach. It's gigantic. I'm like, really? And as we're walking to the car, she goes, yeah, I mean, most people wouldn't believe it, but I'm actually like some royal bloodline. And my family's actually very popular. And she starts going into conspiracy shit that I already know about. So she's like, yeah, there's like 13 bloodlines, that go back hundreds of years, maybe thousands. She's like, I'm one of them. I'm like, really? And she tells me her name. And I'm like, okay, I know the name. I know the name. I'm not going to say the name out of respect, but I know the name. And I was like, I look at her, I'm like, you're one of them. It's like, your family's like sort of a bunch of devil worshippers, right? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I know. Well, she's like, well, they sort of portray themselves as Christians, like super Christian, what I would call super Christians. The lady I'm talking about, what up, Three Fingers, I would classify as a super Christian. But I ended up getting her a couple packs of smokes, buying her a coffee, dropped her off at the library. I went in and she's like, no, let me take your name down because I know people from where I'm from. I think she said Nashville with that do music. Because I was telling her, I really enjoyed doing the AI music. If I could sell the AI music, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? And so she's like, let me take down your number. I gave her my number. Um, and I had texted her, hey, if you ever, just so you know, I mean, I have a Truth channel. I said, actually, I had already told her this, but I told her, don't watch my channel. Like, unless you want to be depressed, don't watch my channel. It wouldn't work for her anyway. She's a super Christian. But I had texted her and I had said, hey, because she said she also did music. I said, if you ever want to make a song together, that would be cool. I said, if you ever want to tell your story about what happened with you and your family, I sort of do have a Truth channel. It's not a big channel, but my reach goes a lot further than you would think. Like, so if you wanted to, so we ended up meeting up again today, same beach. And the conversation didn't go well. So I had said to her when she walked up, I said, so what do you want to do? Do you want to do the music? Do you want to do the conversation about your family? And she said, like, no, I just want to see where this goes. And I'm like, okay, what the hell does that mean? Where this goes, where what goes? But so I was like, okay, I guess we could just chill here. And we just sat there and started talking. And the conversation did not go well because, well, again, now the first day I talked to her, she was sort of a chameleon. Like she would say something, I would say something different, and she would say, yeah, I agree with that. And she did that with everything I said. She kept like changing her opinion to fit what I believe, which I thought was a little odd, but today was not the same way. She was like, no, this is what I believe, and I would say, well, this is why I don't agree with that. And as the conversation went on, and she even, which is interesting, she even said, well, it's good. We have different opinions. I said, yeah, that's fine. We can get along. We don't need to agree with everything the other person says, but we did, just like every human relationship. If you start disagreeing with their fucking delusions that they believe in their mind, they will instantly get emotional. And that's exactly what happened. She kept saying, well, what about this? And I would answer, well, what about this? And I would answer. And I had an answer for everything she said. And I always will, because I'm brutally honest and truthful. And I know what I'm talking about. But and she didn't like my answers. My answers were brutally honest, straight to the point, not comfort zone, please your pussy answers. They were brutal, honest truth. And yeah, she didn't like that. And she ended up getting up and saying, okay, I'm not going to have somebody tell me what my reality is. And she stormed off. And I said, okay, talk to you later. And I sent her one more text saying, sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, love. But I got to be brutally honest with what I believe. Those are my beliefs. And I'm not even a huge fan of beliefs. I told her this, beliefs or hope or fucking, I just think it's all childish and silly. But those are my belief. My personal beliefs is that we are in a sort of either simulation or soul trap, whatever you want to call it. If it's a simulation, it's still a soul trap, because once you become sentient or aware as an AI in the simulation, you feel like your soul's trapped. But I think what really got her mad about it was like, I was just telling her the truth. And she said, well, then what does that mean for us? Was it just everything's meaningless then? We're just in some simulation? And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, sort of. And I know that's hard to. What makes you think human life has so much importance or value? Like outside of your mental cartoons and delusions, what gave you? Look at what humans go through in this reality. God, get out of your mental delusions and comfort zones, you people, man. What up, Huey? How you doing, brother? Just, but I was really honest. She didn't like that. And she was saying, well, I'm not considering how, someone telling me how my reality is. First off, I'm not really telling you how your reality is. I'm telling you how my reality is. Whether you can swallow that or throw it back up, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't keep your emotions in check long enough to hear a difference of opinions, you ain't the type of motherfucker I would associate with anyways. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the type of person I would get along with anyway. So maybe it was good that we just sat there and talked at the beach instead of coming and doing a video, because I would have rather done that than her know exactly where I live. Not that she could probably find out easily exactly where I live, and not that it matters, but it is what it is. I was going to have one of the 13 bloodlines on the stream, believe it or not, but it just didn't go well. But anyways. Yeah, isn't that interesting? What are the odds that somebody like me would run into somebody like her? You know what I'm saying? And start up I mean, I rarely start conversations with people. There was just something like my heart was telling me that she was alone and sad and needed somebody to talk to. That's what my intuition was telling me. So I just started talking to her. But the truth is I get that intuition from a lot of people and I don't start talking to them. So there was a sort of chemistry or comfortableness there between me and her. But not when it comes to our personal lives. Go to the library. There's a lot of good information there, isn't there? Information. Who walks information? NPCs and scripted retards. Yeah, I know. It's all in the language, actually. They tell us in the language, good morning, hello, your days of the week, and all this stupid shit. It's like, who would do that? Oh, it must be the devil. Well, he's in control of this realm, and he's got all the power, so God's evil, and his name's the devil. Who would do something like that? Probably somebody playing a video game or simulation where the lives of the characters really aren't that important. So it's funny to watch them walk around going, hello, hello. And they're just like playing the game, laughing at us. She might have gotten in trouble for talking to you. Oh, so she was saying she's pretty sure that they're going to kill her. She said, so she said, then this shit isn't funny. This shit isn't funny, but she said, what's weird is right after I talked to you, that day I talked to you, everything became chaotic. This isn't funny. I'm laughing because life is so bizarre. But this isn't the first time I've heard this. And I'm telling them, like, that happens to a lot of people that talk to me or communicate with me. Things start going wrong in their life, and almost on a subconscious level, they somehow link it up to me and they'll just stop talking to me. They'll shy away from me. Their life just goes to hell. I said, and you being who you are, I said, it was interesting we even ran into each other to begin with. But it's happened. And that is not how I expected one of them to be. The thems. I did not expect them to be normal, delusional humans with their Christianity or their Catholicism or their Muslimism. Like, they're actual super Christians, some of these families. Like, they're not all just Satan worshipers. And some of them are. But what up, Epic Tiny Frog? I don't know why I really like that name. That's a cute name and a cute little thumbnail too. Epic Tiny Frog. But anyways, yeah, it didn't go well. I was hoping it would go well. She seems like other than our beliefs being different, she seems pretty down to earth and normal. But yeah, she's saying her life went to chaos after she talked to me. I told her I'm sorry. That happens to everybody that talks to me. And she's like, what is that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, that's what happens. Everyone's talking to me. Like, I don't know. The universe just hates them for communicating with me, bro. I don't know what I do. Maybe it's a manifestation thing. Maybe I think that's going to happen. So I'm manifesting that for anybody that communicates with me. I don't know. I just know it happens. It's like a pattern, like it repeats over and over again. This isn't a new conversation to me. Ever since I talked to you, shit went to hell. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I don't mean to fuck your life up, but you are one of them. So, I mean, you should have been kind of expecting that to happen, talking to somebody, but maybe she doesn't know who I am. Or you would think after she ran into me, we hung out for a little bit. I drove her so that she would have at least looked at my channel a little bit. And maybe that's why she came there today, sort of more argumentative. She just didn't like what she heard on my channel, which is fine, whatever. Not everybody's going to like hearing, hey, just so you know, your life's meaningless. You're in a simulation and none of this shit matters. And all the things you have in your mind to give you comfort with that are delusions. Nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I mean, you can't tell me that. I stopped living in delusions years ago. I think that bothered her. She had said that, like, well, you said you were Christian for like 12 or 13 years. Well, why did you stop? And I said, well, I just chose to stop living in mental comfort zones. I stopped living in delusions that feel good. And I think that bothered her. Again, because people don't like hearing that they're delusional. You're delusional. You're living in a mental comfort zone. What you believe is not observable reality. People don't like hearing that shit. They're like, fuck you. You're wrong. Even though I'm right. Like, you can't. That's why I say, like, you say, well, you just have your beliefs. And I said, yeah, but the difference between my beliefs and other people's beliefs, mine are observable. Like when people start talking about love and light and God and all this, I don't see any of that. And she was saying, there is plenty of love in this reality. There is. And again, I just had to disagree. It's like, not really. Like, there's a lot of suffering and misery. Like, there's 60 or 80 plus thousand people blowing their brains out every year. 1 out of 3 people's on psych meds. Depression's rampant. Misery and suffering's rampant. I mean, we just got done talking about all the crazies on the beach that have lost their minds and how sad that is. This realm produces rotten fruit every fucking time. Where is the love and light? Love and light exists in the hearts of the unfortunate forced subjects. Okay, that's it. 23 people watching and 4 thumbs up. I know we should have at least fucking 15 thumbs up. What up, Antonio? But yeah, it sucks. It would have been cool to have her on my channel. I mean, I don't know if that'd make me a mark or a target to be murdered by evil. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this reality anyways. What, are you going to kill me? Okay. Did you know that was going to happen anyways? We all die. There ain't no way around it. But as far as like living in fear or war, I don't give a fuck. And it doesn't matter anyways. If you're talking about the people in power, they could probably fry my brain from a distance. It doesn't matter if I'm scared of it or not. It could happen any second. I could be eaten up by a tornado or a hurricane any second. I could just grab my chest and fall down any second. I could fucking trip down my ramp out front and fucking fall and break my neck and die, You have to watch it back, Antonio. Do you want me to talk about the whole stream again? So I ran into somebody who was one of the elites, you could say, one of the 13 bloodlines. If I said the name, you would know the name. I think you would know the name. But it just didn't go well. I was hoping to have her on my stream, but it didn't go well. She's very Christian and believes in God and love and light and all that. And I'm not. I'm brutally honest. This is a dark realm full of suffering, misery, and depression, and suicide, and child trafficking, and gruesome butchering of living creatures. It's disgusting here. No, it's like that movie, The Devil's Advocate. Keanu asks Al Pacino, what about love? Pacino says, live is no different than chocolate, or love is no different than chocolate, just another endorphin rush. No, I didn't meet Trump's daughter. Trump's not one of the ancient 13 bloodlines that I know about. Trump is not one of those names. Hi, Chris, man. I respect the hustle. Thank you, Mesmer. God, it's a vacant. Mesmer, who's putting out more actual content than my channel? Bro, the other day I uploaded 2 music videos in the same fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Actual content, like full music videos. Almost every day. I mean, granted, I was working on one of those songs for like the day before, but still, uploading 2, I'm like almost doing a whole new music video every day, bro. What channel's pumping out as much actual, not just regurgitating the shit they've been saying for years, new content? Ain't nobody keeping up with me. I'm a god at this shit, but it doesn't pay off. I wish I met Trump's daughter. She's cute. Although I'd have to beat up, what's his name? He owns that building like 666 fucking New York Ave. What's his name? The little weird looking motherfucker. God is a vacant landlord. Yeah. Content machine, baby. Bam! Consistency is the secret. Well, it ain't working. If that's the secret, I've been doing it for a long time and it ain't working, Mesmer. So what are the other secrets? Do I got to go and buy viewers like the rest of these fucking clown shows? Go and pay for people to watch me like some pathetic weirdo? Loads of money? Hell no, bro. I don't make shit. I wish I made loads of money. If I could make enough money to survive off making truth content, that would be ideal. But no, I don't make shit. So I'll just tell you straight up. in the almost 7 years I've been on YouTube, I've made about $1,600 from donations, and 1,000 of that came from one person. So it ain't like, no, I'm definitely, I could make $600 in a fucking week as a cook, easy. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm definitely ain't making good money. I don't do YouTube, but the black pill shit seems to get a lot of traction nowadays. Yeah, but I don't want to do that. You see, like that's a job to me. I don't even know what black pill is, but if I was just doing it to get viewed, then it's just another job. If I can't do what I want to do to get views, I'm not going to do it. I don't even care about none of them pills or whatever. Anyways, those black pills or red pills or green pills or the only pill I care about is actually a clear pill. And the only substance inside of it is truth. That's my pill. I don't hate women or hate people's sexuality choices or hate. That shit's a joke to me. Like, hell no, I wish I made motherfucking money doing this shit. It's just about speaking on why men can't. And I could speak on that for hours and hours and hours. I just don't want to. A lot of guys can relate to that. Yeah. I was hoping a lot of guys could relate to dark, hard truth philosophies, but oh well, don't go that way. And again, I know why. I'm not stupid. I mean, if you tell somebody your whole reality's dark, there's no hope, it's all meaningless. Like, what? Who would want to sit? I don't want to sit and listen to somebody saying that shit. But this is my like life mission. I'm just reporting in. I'm like a spirit that's a reporter. That's what I am. What up, ESO? ESO thinker. Why do you think about ESO? What is it about ESO you think so much? Why do you think this? Black pill just means we're all doomed. No, I guess I'm sort of. Well, we technically, whether you like it or not, if you're willing to swallow that, well, define doomed. Do you mean we're all going to die in the end? Then the black pill's just the truth pill. You guys just painted it black. That whole pill shit, unfortunately, seeped into relationships, misogyny, misandrist taking points when originally. It fuels hatred. It fuels hatred between men and women. They watch those videos. They see the men hating them. They hate men more. Men watch videos of them. They say, oh, look, these dumb bitches. They hate women more. It fuels hatred. That's all these pills do. Hatred for women. Hatred for gays. Hatred for whatever. Whatever is the new transgenders. Hatred for transgenders. Like anybody actually gives a fuck about a dude that's got a dick or a chick that's got a dick or whatever it is. Nobody cares. Like, shut up. Your sexuality doesn't matter. You're a meat monkey that puts its meat into another meat monkey and moans. Shut up. You're not important. Exactly. It just causes more idiotic division between men and women. Another aspect to this hell. Laugh out loud. Yep, just more hatred, more fuel for the hatred. What up, V? How you doing, love? Yo, V, you got to watch this stream back. You won't even believe the shit I'm saying in this stream. Anyway, crazy. It really happened. I mean, why would I lie? I ain't got to lie. Yeah, you're right. But it's just what is in high demand right now. Maybe you have a middle ground talking point on that can help. No, if I was going to do Mesmer, if I was going to do like a more like mainstream channel, I would do sort of what I did with AI Video Guy, which is make mainstream stuff like GTA 6 character with the AI video, GTA 6 characters come to life video. I did that, got no views, total mainstream. GTA 6 is total mainstream right now, got no views. I'm like, oh, huh. And maybe because it is connected to my channel, maybe my whole channel, just because it's mine, is blacklisted. Maybe I start a whole new channel. Maybe my IP address is fucking black. I don't know the way it works. So just a quick nutshell reiteration. I ran into a member of one of the 13 bloodlines. She had recently become an outcast of her cult-like family and all their weird, bizarre beliefs. She had differences of opinions. They cut her out, and she's homeless now. But just the odds that I ran into her and I looked her up, she's telling the truth. Like she's actually telling the truth. I was like, okay, I mean, it just might be another crazy beach goer, with a little mental. No, that's her. I looked her up. That's her. Like, I have a lot of respect for her. Even though today we got not an argument, but she stormed off basically saying, I'm not going to listen to this shit you're saying. So she may have been mad. I don't know, emotional, whatever. But I got a high level of respect for her because of what she was willing to do, willing to stand her ground against basically like a very powerful cult and say, I don't agree with this shit. Like, so I've got mad respect for her as a human being. We don't have the same beliefs. She's super Christian and thinks Jesus is going to save us and this is all love and light type shit. But I don't need to agree with her on something neither one of us actually know for sure. But as a human, I respect her a lot. Not everything is going to stick. Yeah. And I'm miserable as hell now. Demiurge, send me a love bite. Oh, no, Brooke. He got you, bro. He got you with that coochie, man. That's one of his best tools. He loves it. I say he, but it's probably like thousands of characters playing our characters and causing torment. I don't think it's just like one powerful dude. I think it's a bunch of different entities, but they love using coochie to get to you, to break your heart, to fuck your life up, to mess things up. I wasn't worried about that at all. If you're referred to like me talking to this lady, I wasn't worried about that happening at all. But I don't think I could get emotionally attached like that, where it would, oh, if she leaves me, I'm going to be sad type shit. I just don't think like that anymore. I could give two fucks. Like if I was with somebody, even if I like truly loved being with them and they just got up and said, fuck you and left me, I'd be like, okay, and go on to the next day. Like it wouldn't even bother me, I don't think, anymore. It's weird because I always kind of wanted to be the way that I am right now, but being the way that I am right now doesn't actually feel good. But I sort of became the guy that I wanted to become. It became tough. Life became tough, and it wasn't what I thought it would be. Last month, could these entities be operating within our minds, hearts, even in our sex organs, chakras? Yeah, Antonio, these entities plug into you. So if you're getting drunk, the entities feel the drunkenness. If you're ejaculating, they feel that. They play your character. Some people say, I was a sex addict. You were being played by the game, and it was using your vessel to get fucks off. Like, I hate to say it. Where did the addiction go? Oh, I just grew out of it. Yeah, it stopped playing you. Maybe you got older or not as fun, or you stopped being as much of a freak or something, and it just got bored with you and stopped playing you. It was so weird. She had everything I was attracted to. Like he sent me some package of my desire in a woman. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, Brooke. It's strong, bro. That's a powerful one. The whole relationship woman, that's a fucking lock and chain, baby, with a big ball on it. I wish I could be asexual, aromantic. I pretty much am. I just don't have a good sex drive. So I pretty much am asexual. Less unnecessary issues. Shake my head. And if I do get the urge, whatever, I rub one out and I keep it moving. I'm not going to sit here and fucking, oh, I must find a mate now because I have this urge. No, I don't. I don't need to do shit but stay Greek and die. From my experience, the more you crave to be something, the more your subconscious mind works on building you to be that. I agree with that, Mesmer. I agree with that absolutely. When you want something, even if you're too much of a coward to move forward with that something, if you really want it, your life's going to make that happen to you. Last month, I had so much sexual energy and my hormones just to, I wish I could say this, Brooke, just to feel alive. Now I'm rock bottom. My system crushed hormones down. Shit, I wish I had hella high hormones, man. Shit. Could you guys imagine if I came and told you guys on stream, hey, I just hit with one of them 13 bloodline girls? That'd be crazy, bro. Having a female partner is a core need of men. No, it ain't. I ain't had a girlfriend in a decade, Mesmer. You don't need shit. So you guys, so okay, so that's programming, I think, because I don't have that. You guys have that built into you, like DNA. It's in your DNA. You're a lonely person by nature. Wait, but how did you meet this woman from Nicole? No, B. So okay, we still have 20 people in here. People in the truth community don't like being asked to thumbs up, do they? Like, you're not going to tell me what to do. It's like, bro, you're watching my stream for free. What the fuck? Can't give me a click. If I don't have that either. Yeah, I just I don't know, I'm just hoping it'll wear off as I get older. I really. Oh, it does. It does. That's gonna happen, brother. By the time you hit 40, your sex drive weans off, anyways. But no, the actually, I was sitting under a pavilion with her, and I had at the beach, and I've got a Bluetooth radio I like to carry with me so I can listen to my music. And I just asked her, "Excuse me, love, you mind if I put on music?" And that's what started the conversation. She ended up telling me, "Oh, I make music, I sing." She's like a part of one of their congregation, like churches or something, a church choir, probably something like that. I don't know exactly. We didn't talk long, but well, I mean, the first day we did, we like more than talked. You could say we hung out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, because I ended up sitting there with her. Well, maybe an hour, and I drove her, and then I got her a coffee, got her some cigarettes, and took her to the library. So, and then I sat there at the library with her for like a half hour, and we talked. So I really wanted to know more about her family and all that, but it didn't go well today. She got more into like the philosophy. I was more into like the reality shit that's going on. I don't care to talk to you about philosophy. My mind's made up, and you're not going to change my beliefs with any mental delusions. I've already gone through all of the reality mental delusions that have been offered up. None of them made sense to me. So I wanted to talk more about like the family. What are they into? What do they do? How do they live? Like, like what have you seen? Like, but she wanted to talk about philosophy, and she's Christian. And if I talk my philosophy, brutally honest, to a Christian, I may as well be setting a fire under their ass. I don't want to live and die alone. I want a wife and kids. I understand that, Antonio. I don't want to die alone either. But do you want to die? So just for your selfish, I want people to be there for me while I'm dying that care about me. Yeah, but okay, your 3 kids and wife now are fucking going to go into a depression because their father just died or their husband just died. So your selfishness, you actually want to torment other people with your death. It's one way to look at it. Wait, you just met her randomly? The simulation. That's what I said. I was like, what are the odds that I ran into you? Like, that's crazy. Unbelievable. What are the odds that me and you ran into each other? Maybe we knew each other in another life or something. And then, who knows? It could be something like that. I said, it's got to be an energy thing. It's got to be an energy thing. Like, because I would love to run into one of you people. And well, I did, maybe it's a manifestation. I don't know. I don't believe in manifestation, but how does shit like that happen? I don't know. It's energy. Same, but it doesn't seem like I will ever get a partner, so I will need to learn to cope, even though I'm ready to leave this shithole and I'm burnt out on everything. Mesmer, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? You ever think about hooking up with an older woman who maybe lost her husband, who's also lonely, not even just for sex, but just like life partner type shit? That way you can satiate the part of your personality that's sort of programmed to want said things. And you're helping somebody else out. I mean, if they're older, she's probably lonely. She probably don't want to die alone. You're doing a good deed, type shit. Just when I felt okay being alone and stuff, she came out of nowhere just to make me start from scratch again, get used to isolation. Ugh. What happened? Why didn't it work out, Brooke? What'd you do? Did you start telling her the truth and scare the fuck out of her? The best thing I can do right now is help people in my family, because for me, happiness is really not in the cards. Yeah, happiness is a silly, childlike thing to chase in a dark hell realm that suffers everybody for sport. It's almost silly and I know you're programmed to chase it. So am I. Everybody is. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The Matrix put her in your path. So I'm bad for one. Well, and then the Matrix took her right off my path, Antonio. So I'm bad for wanting a hot wife and kids. No, you're not bad. I'm saying you wanting them. Why do you want them? You don't want to die alone, you said. Okay, well, Do you want your kids to watch their father die? Do you want your wife to watch her husband die? Like, just because you don't want to die alone, you're going to make a bunch of other people suffer. It's a selfish thing. And no, you're not bad for everybody. I want a hot wife and kids, motherfucker. But I would never do that to another soul. I'm not going to bring another soul into this reality. I'm 28. Oh no, you're still hella young, dude. You're still hella young. I do want this. I love older women. I turned 21 this year. Oh, dark skin, bro. Do you know how many older women would probably love you back? Just because they don't say it, don't mean they're not thinking about it, bro. I just want happiness. She just got bored, I guess, when I slowly opened up. When you slowly, yeah, I was okay. You started telling her the truth and scared her the fuck away. What up, Chaco? And everyone watching, hope you're all fine. We're all right. Chaco. We're all selfish in some ways. Absolutely. Oh, I'm done with relationships. Fuck that. I think I'm one of the most non-selfish. Like, I'm always considerate of other people. I'm one of the most non-selfish people that I know personally. I'm not saying that as ego or trying to be cool. I'm just saying the truth. And even I have a narcissism or selfishness that, like, at my core, it's about me type survival. You know, seems like the more you want something, the more it is running from you. I don't know, Mesmer. I don't know. Sometimes you get the things you want. So much drama. Yep. But now I got even darker since I experienced that with her. It showed where my weakness. What? So getting with her showed you your weakness for longing for a relationship? That's not a weakness. You think that's a weakness? I think it's like a program. You're programmed to want that. I'm also done with that relationship crap. I'm not done with relationship crap. I mean, again, I don't have a sex drive like I used to, but I think I could still be. I would love to be in a good relationship. I'm not going to bring another soul into this reality, but I would love to be in a good relationship. Just have somebody around that, to be around to talk to. I'm not saying I have a low sex drive, but I would like to, have sex every once in a while. I just finished writing my book. It is 204 pages long. And it is about a guy that finds out an alien race rules humanity, and he has to find a way to kill the alien race. I've seen this movie before, Pessimist. Isn't it called They Live? Oh no, you're writing the story about the one that what's his name was, where their knees would bend backwards. What was that with the tiger blood? Charlie Sheen was in it. What was that? They. I've seen this movie before, dude. I know what you're talking about. I don't even like my own company. God damn. I sort of like, I mean, I can get kind of annoying to me every once in a while, but I sort of love the guy that I am now. Like a no holds barred, no shit, don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna frighten me, worry me, fuck you type of guy I've become. I love who I am now. And I've realized like how unique we are too. Like don't forget how unique of an individual you are. And this reality is very, you guys are like diamonds and you don't even realize it. I like my own company too much for a relationship. That's maybe I grew more with V. I don't know. Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles cereal is, dude. Fruity Pebbles is my shit, bro. I used to eat 2 in a row. Like I'd fill up one of them deep bowls and eat that motherfucker with the munchies, and then the milk. There'd still be like this much like pink milk left in that bitch, and I put new cereal right on top of the fucking super milk and eat a second bowl, bro. Who knows how many food die past the blood-brain barrier chemicals I've consumed in my life? A lot. Yes, but I thought I'm over it like it's all bullshit anyways, but it felt so good. I enjoyed this hell realm. Now I cringe. Oh, fuck. You got to get out of that funk, Brooke. What do we got to do to get you out of that funk? What do we got to do to get you out of that funk? Think about it. The answer is only inside of you. And it may be a weird one. It may be a weird one, but you got to really ask yourself, like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? What is it about this that's bothering me? And the answer you get back of what you might need to do may not be some shit you want to hear, but you got to do it, bro. It may tell you need to go out and sunbathe at a nude beach and expose your chode. What's it called? Your wingus or dingus? What's that called? Or your weenus Oh no, that's your elbow. Wait, what's the thing called? A chode. There's another name. I don't know. The space between your nuts and your butthole or whatever. Anyways, you got maybe it's saying you got to go do that, and we'll get over this Christian hot chick you were just in love with. How's the Bible reading coming? I can't. You mentioned you took it out last week. Have you discovered? No, I just can't do it, bro. See, no, dude. It's called scriptures. Every Christian knows that this reality's scripted. They say, look into Revelations, all will come to pass. That sounds like a scripted story. What do you mean? All this stuff's going to come to pass, so we're in a script. How are you not knowing this is scripted as a Christian? No, it's all meaningless then. No, it's just scripted. Why does that make it meaningless? You create meaning. You create meaning and attach it to whatever it is you want to. If that's to that book or that religion, have at it. But don't sit there and pretend it's real. Not to me. I'll tell you straight up. You're living in delusion. I think us humans are just aliens here. Well, what does that mean? So I think that us humans are humans. And that's observable, what I just said. What I really believe is we're the energy that powers the human thing. But don't get it twisted and think that this thing's so important. This thing's life matters. It obviously doesn't. You're the electricity that powers the avatar. Can you guys hear me now? Please, please tell me. Tell me you can hear me, please. Please. Good? Okay, cool. I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about, but mic off. Oh, mic, stop working. Muted. Thank you guys. This is probably why I should start. But then if I read from the bottom up, I'm gonna miss comments, and people are gonna be like, "Dude, you're ignoring me." That's okay. Let me try to read faster. Your voice mic's off. So music check up. I want a piece of. Yeah, but I think what I was saying was. I think what I was saying was that was another thing that I had said that made her angry was the free will comment I made. She was obviously like, we obviously have free will. And I was just like, I don't know. You got about as much free will as somebody in prison has when they're choosing at the commissary table between a donut and a Twinkie. That is the limit of your free will. That's not free will. That's an illusion of free will. If I'm having an existence and I'm saying, no, I don't like this, stop. Which anybody here would probably say, and it keeps happening, that's not free will. That's prison, enslavement, a soul trap, a simulated reality, a goddamn concentration camp. It's hell. It's a hell realm where we suffer for no fucking reason. And then we have other humans who are delusional walking around, gaslighting us, telling us, no, it all matters. No, it doesn't. This place is hell. We all suffer and struggle. Everybody's suicidal. Everybody's on psych meds. Everybody's depressed. Everybody's miserable. This place sucks. Like, can we just be grown-ups instead of parading around as cult members with weird delusions that stop you from thinking? We are back in the prison called life, man. Man, prison called life got jacked, bro, didn't he? Motherfucker got big, bro. All them damn he's taking that testosterone, though, bro. I can tell he got that fucking head on him now, bro. Big old water retention head, whatever I don't know what to call it. Their heads get big, though, bro. But he got there. That motherfucker put on some weight. Each person has to find their own, I guess. But you got to be careful too. Putting on unnatural muscle, it looks cool. It's great, right? You like going to the gym and getting the payoff, but man, it's gonna fuck your body up. You're gonna have knee issues. You're gonna have back issues. You're gonna have joint issues everywhere. Because if I go to the gym with my current skinny guy build, I'm like 180 right now. I can curl more than most dudes that are 250, to be honest with you. I'm way stronger than most of them guys, but I got to that point naturally. In the process of gaining that strength, my joints have all adjusted. Well, you go from being 180 pounds to 220 pounds of pure muscle, your joints have not adjusted. You're literally walking around with the wrong body for your skeleton. So you got to be careful with that shit, man. And it just makes your head look weird. Almost as if, like, I don't know. I enjoy strength training. I am an ego lifter. I like it. It's fun. It makes me feel alive. But that aside, if I was just a guy bodybuilding to look attractive, to look good, aren't you defeating the whole purpose by destroying the best part of your body, which is your face? Like, I took all these, man, my muscles got big, but my head blew up like a balloon and I look weird now. Like, you're defeating the whole purpose. I thought you were doing this shit to look good, motherfucker. I'm so asleep, but I don't want to complain. Of course you want to complain, Chaco. This place is hell. All there is to do here is suffer and complain about it. Wouldn't you like to brag about how your life's going instead of complain? But that just doesn't happen. I don't observe a loving, happy realm. I observe the realm where people struggle and suffer. And everybody's subjected to a life they don't want. It's the worst. I've never had issues with sleep, thankfully. My cope is physically exhausting myself. Really, Chaco? You have to go and I've seen people that do that. That's their cope. Yeah, losing interest. I like working out, but it's not my. I guess it helps cope. But I see people that obsess, bro. Like there was this one lady at the gym, and man, I would, if I'm going consistently to the gym, I go 2, maybe 3 days a week, maybe a third day if I'm not sore. She was there every time I would go, running full speed on the treadmill with nothing on her but meat, bones and a few muscles. She had nothing, and she was just running endlessly like a possessed demon. It's like, God damn, man. My cope was physical. Yeah, I think her cope was physical exhaustion too. And unfortunately, it took her like, I don't know, running 60 miles to get there. Losing interest in your copes is the worst thing. Oh yeah, that's like, dude, what that happened to me. So I used to be a gamer. I used to love gaming. Just can't do it anymore, bro. I just can't do it with that. Maybe I just got older. Maybe I should try one of them adult games. Them adult games are boring. They're fucking boring and stupid. It's just like, I can't enjoy things anymore. I don't know. Do I think they're doing that to us? Because I hear a lot of normies saying this. This isn't like a conscious community thing happening. This is a worldwide thing happening. It's almost like they're using the towers to project some sort of frequency to give everybody anhedonia, so that all the elitists that are fucking genocidal maniacs can get all the suicides they want. They want people dead. And they're like, well, just broadcast a signal to make them all miserable. Then broadcast another one to make it where they can't even enjoy anything. They'll kill themselves. Fuck them. Oh yeah, there's some eugenicists that have a lot of power in this reality. I mean, I didn't throw us into this chaos realm. I'm just reporting in, but ring code, that's enjoyable. Talking about how good your life is going is fairly common. I hear a lot about it at work, especially guys that are married with kids seem to be content. Dude, don't get it. So I actually believe this too, that having a wife, kids, having the nuclear family truly gives your life meaning. But again, I could never, for my selfish wanting my life to matter, I'm going to subject, 1, 2, 3, 4 other souls to this realm to give myself meaning while I'm alive. I could die any moment. What if I died when they were 5 and 6? Now I've got traumatized because they're at that age. Traumatized souls having the fucked up experience. It's hard enough having this fucked up experience when you're not traumatized. Same with me in concerts. Can't do that anymore. I've only been to one concert my whole life. I went to, my brother Tom took me to a Marilyn Manson concert when I was 13, and I was terrified. Everybody in there was a full-grown man. I was a teenager, young teenager. Think about, I was 12, like 6 months before that. I was a mature-looking teenager, but still, even as a 13-year-old, these are all fucking grown men. They were moshing. People were getting fucking knocked out, and it was crazy. It was great. People were fighting, and I was scared. But I really did, even though it was intense, I was still enjoying the show. He ended up taking a fucking beer bottle and smashing it over his head, and he fell down, and he was like crawling around on the stage with broken glass and blood on his head. And then he performed Sweet Dreams, and it hypnotized the whole crowd. Like everybody that was moshing stopped. Everyone was just going like this. It literally I remember looking around and going, what the fuck? Everybody became a zombie. It was weird. But he played Sweet Dreams, and it sounded beautiful. They played it so good live. It almost sounded just like the record. They did such a good job. But that's the only concert I ever went to. Think about now, I'm older. I'm 41, but thinking about a mosh pit, now I would love to get into a mosh pit. Honestly, I've got too much pent-up rage. I'd end up fucking doing something. Yeah, losing interest in gaming is what I'm dealing with right now. And I'm 28, been battling this since 25. So that's what say, like, dude, you're too young to not still have fun with games. It makes sense for me, man. I'm 40. But everybody's saying it. I'm hearing 15-year-olds saying, man, games just aren't fun anymore. I don't enjoy it. It's like, what's going on? Who removed enjoyment out of humanity? Yeah, I can't enjoy gaming also, not anymore. And I loved it before. Now the only vibe I get from gaming is nostalgia. That's why I keep playing Doom 1, Duke Nukem, Turok, Quake. Okay, so yeah. I probably could play I could go back and play Shining Forces 2 on Sega Genesis and probably enjoy it. That's a big probably, though. I don't know. Maybe even that I would be bored. I don't know. Just enjoyment seems to have gone away. They're only happy because they're doing what everyone does. They feel like they belong. Or sometimes classic WoW. Oh, Chaco, dude, try Project Ascension, bro. Do Project Ascension's seasonal leveling. Your first level may not be super fun. But as you get into the game and you start unlocking cards to lock in for your next leveling, to lock in a certain builder. Man, it's a fucking Project Ascension's better than actual World of Warcraft was. Actual vanilla, and I loved vanilla and BC. I loved vanilla and BC. I probably love BC even more than vanilla. I don't know. They're both great, but it's even better than them. Project Ascension's better than vanilla. Ooh, Marilyn Manson's creepy as fuck. That guy is straight up possessed creepy. He's got some really great music. Um, is he a creepy? I've hung out with people way worse than him, actually. I've hung out with people that came off way more goth or evil or creepier than Manson, and to find out they're actually normal or cool people sometimes. Just I don't know how he is as an individual, but I know he is the like, the fucking Ozzy Osbourne, the what was that other dude? He came even before Ozzy, didn't he? Had a song called Poison or whatever. It was a great song. Alice Cooper, like the push the boundaries of Marilyn Manson. Just another one of those, push the boundaries, and then puts on makeup and contacts, and people are like, oh, it's like it's just some dude wearing makeup and contacts though. If it was just me and him in a room and I slapped him in his mouth, do you think he's gonna like pull out a wizard spell? No, he's gonna sit there and be like, stop hurting me. It's just a person, dude. It's just another man. They're just acting funny. People go, oh, he's the Antichrist. Oh. I think y'all are the Antichrist. Y'all are the ones talking about him so much. Not you guys. I'm saying like the straw chewers or whatever. And now I go out walking in nature. That's my cope right now. I go to the beach and I walk around listening to music. And it keeps me tan too. So it keeps me handsome. It's midnight here, and today probably think, it's midnight here, and people probably think I'm a Satanist sacrificing a cat or some shit. Fuck them. Fuck what people think. What people think is usually something stupid anyways. So why did we ever care what people think? That's one way to think about it. Concerts or rituals, I can't go there. I don't know. I've seen some weird, that like wave pulse thing that like knocked down the crowd at that one concert. I've seen that shit. I was like, man, if that shit happened naturally, like they just fell that way, that's an interesting thing. What funny things happening? I'm down for a laugh. Nothing really funny happened so far today, Hattori. Not for me. I had a weird day. You're 6 years away from me. Yeah, they take away our joy quite young these days. Absolutely. Yeah, Hattori. AV. Creepy guys are the most chill, down-to-earth, humble, reasonable people. The trad-looking ones are narcissistic demons. I don't know. I can tell the difference between somebody that's actual creepy boy and somebody that's like a goth or a punk, or they're coming off creepy. I see right through the facades. I'll tell you when somebody's actually creepy though. I can feel it. Anyways, I know a real creepy boy and I do not mix well with those people. I used to go to concerts all the time when I was younger, but I can't now. I know too much. I looked into Ascension, looks funky. I even downloaded it. Same for the Epoch, but Turtle WoW is my favorite so far. The current classic WoW version. If you ever get bored, I knew about Turtle WoW. Like, dude, that's been around for like a decade now. Turtle WoW's been around for a minute. I knew about Turtle WoW like 10 years ago or 8 years ago or something. Hasn't that been around for a long time? It's literally like a one-to-one replica. They shut down the original. They had an original vanilla server, Chaco, the people that run Turtle WoW, and there were hundreds and thousands of people that played it, and they shut the server down. I think they restarted it somehow. The people at Project Ascension, they actually got flown out to the Blizzard facility, and Blizzard sat them down and were trying to cut a deal with them to get them to give their ideas and all that. And they were like, nah, we like our servers the way they are. They do spells on stage, incantations. That's the title. That's the title of this video? Oh, what was the title of this video? Something funny happened today? Okay, so I already told the story like 8 times, Hattori, but if more people show up saying what happened, I'll tell the story again. But I can give a quick message. Hold on one sec. There was I don't know about spells, V. I don't know. I hear about them all the time. I don't know. I still I've been asking for over 6 years now, 7 years, whatever it's been. Somebody please give me one practical spell that I can use, practice, just to reassure myself it exists and it works. And I always get weird, mysterious comebacks. It's like, okay. There are some people who look straight evil. Yeah. There are some people who are straight evil, and you can sense it when you look at them, Robin. They give off this weird, I don't know, I feel it. I feel it. Got sued today and is almost likely getting shut off by Blizzard. Yep, see, it's going to happen again. You told me you don't know what Turtle Wow is. No, I didn't. Did I say I didn't know what Turtle Wow is? Did I say I don't know what it was? I'm pretty sure I just said I don't play it. It's like, fuck that. That's Turtle Wow's like 1-to-1 leveling, I think. I'm not interested in that. I'm trying to have fun. I would say try out Project Ascension, not your first level. Give it a couple levels. It only takes like a day to level a character. Level up 2 or 3 times, and then tell me if you like Turtle better than Project Ascension. Turtle sucks. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Turtle's a good server, but they're probably going to get shut down anyways, like he was saying. They already got shut down once. It's hypnosis, basically. The old servers are here, and they just release a huge update and lots of new content, and they have some of the old Classic WoW developers on the side. All right, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong server. I'm pretty sure it's Turtle Wells I'm thinking, because it just has a silly name like that, the one I'm remembering. It's literally just like Classic WoW, right? Some of the old Classic WoW developers on their side, brother, they just released Amber. What the hell is Ambershire? I don't know anything about it. Okay, so they're releasing shit that doesn't actually exist in vanilla. What's the one I'm thinking? Maybe it's not Turtle. Maybe it was like something else. Maybe I'm thinking like when they tell the crowd to move a certain way. Yeah, I feel it too. And it can shine outward in their appearance. Oh yeah, it shows up in their appearance. Absolutely. Like that whole that's Star Wars, right? Or Star Trek. Oh no, Star Wars. In Star Wars, the more evil you are, the more you can see it in your fucking face. And that's kind of how this reality is too. Somebody can have like a soft spoken voice, but if you just observe their physical appearance, you'll see the evil inside them. Like that cop. Oh yeah. Like the yeah, you remember the cop? I told her that story. The lady I'm talking about. I told her that story, and she's like, "It's real. It's real." And I was like, I jokingly said, "You ain't gonna turn to a lizard on me," you know what I'm saying? She's like, "It's real. It's real." And I also believe that it's real, but I don't think it's what people think. I don't think that people transform into lizards. I think we see the demon that's playing them. That's what I think. I think it's more of like a spiritual eyes thing happening. But yeah, that motherfucker, he looked like a god. I told her that story too. I told her the whole story. You should have taken your lizard mask. No, because then her family would triangulate to my position and abduct me and worship at my feet. They'd be like, "Please, lizard lord." I'd be sitting there, the shit be all wobbly. Hold on, I'm gonna just transform real quick right now. Turn to a motherfucking lizard, man. I'm motherfucking stream, baby. Get the fucking shit going, baby. Oh, wait, where's the eyes on this book? Oh, I got this shit on backwards. Where are the eyes on this book? I got this shit on right? But I can't see shit. This thing is hard to see with. Oh, there we are. I'd be sitting there, they'd be like, "Please, lizard lord, bestow your wisdom upon us." I'd be like, "I'm hungry. Send me $100 million into my account." Donate to my PayPal. Christopher Sedaris channel. All of you rich motherfuckers. Do what your lizard lord tells you. Gobble, gobble. I'll be wiggling that motherfucker and shit. They all just be like, "Yes, Lord, we worship you." Dude, you can get it on Amazon for like $12, bro. They're not that expensive. I was actually thinking about painting it up, getting some acrylic paints and painting it to look more real. You know, paint the horns white, you know, put some yellow and brown on the edges, make them look like old and weathered, and paint them green and make them look cool. But it's too wobbly. You know what I'm saying? Don't look good. Maybe if I got a better mask, I would do something like that. But that motherfucker's like hard to see through. It's like I'm wearing it. It's like folded into my face and shit. I'm like, man, this shit looks dumb as hell. I got it because of that fucking creepy boy, sanity machine, whatever, saying I'm a fucking lizard or whatever. Did you see his tongue? Just look at him. Yeah, look at my tongue, you creep. But don't forget, you're a grown man sitting at his computer drooling at another dude's tongue. You're a creep. You're a weirdo. Why are you looking at my tongue, motherfucker? You're weird, bro. Oh, here's a motherfucker. Did you see him? Did you guys see it? Just look at him. Yeah, look at him. You've slowed down a video of him where his tongue did not turn into a lizard tongue and told everybody to look at the lizard tongue. You're exposing yourself as a delusional retard, you fucking fat idiot. Gray dying idiot. Anyways, fuck that guy. That guy's a fucking degenerate. Hey, stop sending me emails, though. I ain't got an email from that little creepy fuck. Looks like he got sick of the heat. Maybe I need to make another diss record for him. Maybe I'll make an AI music video of him looking so retarded and stupid, drooling, watching videos of me licking my lips. That shit would be hilarious, bro. Oh god. Look at him. Bro, look at yourself. You look like shit. You literally have like black spots around your eyes. This dude calls me Uncle Fester. That's what he calls me. He calls me, because I'm bald, I guess. Uncle Fester wasn't fit. Uncle Fester wasn't ripped. Uncle Fester wasn't walking around. He was white, gray, with black. Hello. You ever find a mirror in your house, motherfucker? I liked Uncle Fester, by the way. I thought he was a fucking G, bro. If Uncle Fester was in my family, I'd be hanging out with that dude every day, bro. Him and Pugsley and fucking whatever the kid's name was. He looks like the guy who tried to molest me. I believe it. I mean, he literally looks like a child sniffer, or a creepy boy. I had fucking Loon cracking up. I was like, yo, man, these motherfuckers, they ain't just weird. Weird. Like, these motherfuckers are real creeps. Like, weird's like, my dog can act weird. I can act weird. These motherfuckers are creeps, bro. Like, these motherfuckers are straight up mouth breathing, looking at you through your bedroom window type creepy motherfuckers, bro. Like, creepy ass motherfuckers in this reality, dude. Look, and then they have the audacity to project their insecurities onto me. It's like, bro, you got way more of them issues than I do. You talking about me looking like Uncle Fred, motherfucker? You better go get a tan. Who the fuck you talking to? Let's play some old school WoW shot while wearing that stuff and create an in-game truther guild or some shit, but of course on Turtle. No, hell no. We're doing it on Project Ascension. Dude, the name of the server is Project Ascension. No, let's go in Turtle server and take 1,000,000 years to get this message out. No, fuck that. We're going to Ascension. They fused with Epoch, by the way. What's that mean? Who's Epoch? He looks like the guy who, oh my God. Even music is corny. I still love music. Brooke, if you write your own song and listen to it, you'll love music again. You got to chill on the smoke. Your lungs need a break. You're right, Mesmer. Why would you tell me that? Dude. That's why I got the water bomb. I put new distilled water in here every day. I'm not rebreathing that old stinky water. And the water cools the smoke enough to be lighter on my lungs. But you're right. You're right. I'm doing what I can, but I'm struggling. I'm addicted. This is one of my copes. I have coffee. I don't have sex anymore. Dude, I have coffee and weed. I don't even have video. Music. I guess you say music. Coffee, weed, and creating. I have that. That's it. So it's really hard for me to quit smoking weed, bro. I love it. I look forward to my first hit every day. But you're right, dude. But I can't even trust those I'm playing right now. What are you playing, T? Are you playing Project Ascension? Did you hit max level and reset your character? So what I do is I get to max level. You go to the board. You say reset my character. They set you back to, or you could sit there for a while and get some gear if you want and like practice your build. that's fun too if your build ended up decent. But you do that, and it gives you a chest. You can't open the chest until you ding max level again, but it resets that character back over. So you still have all your bags, you have your gold, you have everything you've collected so far. What is it called? There's a word for it. Not ascension. It's like it resets you basically. It's at the main call board. As soon as you enter Orgrimmar or any main city, you'll see the little magician lady, the little gnome lady. Her name is something with time. Nomi or something like that. Something with time. She's like a timekeeper. But you talk to the dude there, and then you get a chest. And when you open that chest, you get like top of the line raid gear in those. And it only takes you like a day. You can actually fully gear your first character in like a week with full epics by doing that. Leveling to max level, resetting. And every time you level, your builds do get a little better because, again, you keep unlocking cards and you can lock them in and you can make these really badass custom builds. Like instead of just being a mage, you could be a rogue that has blink. You could be a rogue that has charge and fear and instant presence of mind pyroblast if you want. But you know what I'm saying? Like there's some really cool builds on there. And there's tons of builds that were never on WoW. It's just fun. What makes WoW fun for me is playing with builds. That's what interested me, was having fun tweaking builds. And Project Ascension is that. It is a build game. New edibles. I thought about, that's right. I thought about getting like the brownie mix and just making some good old fashioned weed brownies. And that way my lungs get the break, but I'm still getting my medicine. But I don't know. I was like, fuck it. But you're right. You are right. I do need to take a break from smoking just in general. I want to save a spec farm gear. You can lock in like 20 different builds if you want to. So if you get a good build, you go and you get Book of Specialization 2. And then you switch to that specialization. And then when you do your level reset, you reset on Specialization 2 and keep your first specialization because you want to keep the one that works good. Chromie, that's her name. Thank you, brother. I didn't even drink anymore. It's stupid. Coffee, still coffee. Yeah, coffee, weed. Those are my copes. Music, doing the AI music videos. If anybody wants to do one, my credits just reset. So let me know. Cool heading. I was hoping to do a song with her. Supposedly she was a musician. She said she sang. I wanted to hear her sing. Heading off for sleep. Cool. I can't imagine what her voice would be like because her talking voice is kind of I don't know. I just wanted to hear her sing. I was like, does she go high or low when she sings? I think she goes high. She's got to have like a high-pitched voice with her talking voice. I just can't imagine. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. But we aren't the same religion, so we can't communicate. Prestige. Cool. Heading off for sleep. Cool stream. All right, Epic Tiny Frog. Take care, bro. Turtle has currently like 10 to 20. That's crazy. At the same time, is a huge hype. Epoch is another new thing in their servers failed, so Ascension came to help them out server-wise. Oh, dope. Oh, that's cool of Ascension. The Time Dragon Chromie is a odd one. Damn, a lot of people played WoW. Yeah, maybe V can make us a weed lasagna. Brother, V is a woman that can cook. She can make me anything. She could make me anything, and I'd be happy with it. I'm not the best cook in the world. My brother Dean's a great cook, but he doesn't cook all the time. He cooks once in a while, but I'll take somebody's shit. Shit, you want to make me a bowl of cereal and bring it to me, I'd be happy with that. But I don't eat cereal. I just can't eat it no more. It's all poison. There's nothing good in it. There's literally not a good cereal in existence. I used to love cereal too. I used to love me a bowl of cereal, bro. Me and my brother Dean used to get, when we were teenagers, we get super high. And our thing, I'm pretty sure at that time, was Cocoa Puffs. We loved us some munchies and some fucking Cocoa Puffs, bro. Got me getting hungry up in this hood. I hope my boy David hits me back. He said, man, I'm probably just going to chill today. He said, maybe later if I get some energy, I'll be down to go and have a beer. I don't even like drinking beer. I just want to see a friendly fucking face, for Christ's sakes, in person. No way. I'm totally against drugs. Really, V? You never smoked marijuana? Or, well, you don't have to smoke, ate marijuana, just used marijuana? I'm a terrible cook, but my lasagna is decent. Oh, my goodness. You make tiramisu? Oh, my God. Tiramisu is amazing. Italian food is super easy to make. No, not that I know of. Anytime I watch traditional, like especially like raviolis or like, golly, it takes all day. Takes all fucking. They gotta roll out this and do that and roll out the dough well and powder everything up constantly and wrap up the mixture after slightly cooking it or not cooking it and putting it, and then you gotta boil it and like literally like an all day event to make some shit. But I'll definitely take some. I'll take anything somebody's trying. Some home. I'll take home cooked anything. I don't give a fuck if it's biscuits and gravy. I love some biscuits and gravy. Actually, shit, that sounds good as fuck right now. And I'm getting hungry. Why are we talking about this? What are we talking about? How much time am I on here? 116. Okay, that without weed. Well, lasagna and tiramisu are basically the same. The logic is the same. Meat pasta sauce. Mmm. Man, I'm getting hungry up in this hood. The majority of my diet, I would say, for the past few years has been just beef. I eat a lot of burgers for dinner. That's sort of my go-to meal. It's making a burger. Basically, eat a burger every single day or two. Some poor cow somewhere got grinded up. And I always thank them too. I always, before I eat my burgers, I usually visualize, I don't know why I do this, but I do this. I visualize being a cow out in the field and I can like see him walking. And I usually like say, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have fucking slaughtered you. I'm sorry for your sacrifice, but now that you're here on my plate, hopefully you can become with me. I'm for truth, justice, light. Maybe you can become human through me. If not, thank you for your nutrition. And then I eat my food. It's funny. I'm almost like how a Christian. I'm more Christian than some Christians, even though I'm not a fan of God or I hate God. But I actually, in my daily life, I'm sort of like a traditional Christian in many ways with my morals, my beliefs. But I just don't believe in what they believe in. Once we start to get into love and light and all this, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna believe all that dumb shit. You know? Oh yeah. I'm going to hell, guys. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Maybe he really is, and it's like the Old Testament God. He's like some vicious dude. He's like up there, like, I can't wait for you to die, Chris. I'm gonna make you burn, motherfucker. All this shit you've been talking, motherfucker. You hate me, I hate you. And I'm fucked, bro. I'm like double, triple, quadruple fucked. Keep cursing out the God of this realm, Chris. You see how he is. And then I'm like, wait, that's a good point. Maybe I should be terrified and grovel at his knees. No. Then put me in hell, motherfucker. Then put me in hell. I'd rather be in hell than grovel at a demon's knees. Fuck you. Shit, I already am anyways. Unbelievable. V, you never smoked a cigarette even? You never drank a beer? Are you like a super clean straight edge? How the hell did you get by in life without a damn coat? Well, actually, technically, I was sober for like 10 years, completely sober. But I don't know. To me, weed's not a drug. Weed, like, to me, crack or heroin or meth or fucking fentanyl or something like that's a drug. Weed's a joke. To me, weed's like a step above nicotine. Beer is so gross. Yeah, it's not good. It's not very tasty. What do you do to coat? If you're comfortable talking about it, I mean, who knows? Everybody's got different coats. I wouldn't judge you anyways. Like if you said I fucking wear leather straps and I'm a dominatrix, I'd be like, okay, cool story. Yeah. Weed can cause deeper. Oh yeah, it sure can. It can cause delusion. It can also cause spiritual awakening, if there is such a thing. It can cause ego death. It can cause channeling. You can actually channel from weed. I found myself writing in a book. I never write. I never write. Never. I'm not a guy that writes things down ever. And found myself, this is a simulation. It's all fabricated. I can't remember what I said in that. What I said in that original notebook, that yellow one that got my channel started. I looked for it. I couldn't find it. Was all crazy shit. But if I read it today, it would probably make more sense to me. But I couldn't find it. It is what it is. It's got to be somewhere. It's got to still be. I mean, because I can't imagine it grew legs and fucking walked away. It opens you up. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it does. And it can make you like mentally delusional where you believe what is going on in your head, which is really scary. It's like when you could think, oh, God's talking to me, but then there's sort of this part of your brain that goes, well, Chris, we took some acid, bro. That ain't God. It may be some aspect of your psyche. It may be an extra dimensional entity. It could be an alien, a fucking, I don't know, maybe a monkey man. What's his name? A Bigfoot even. Maybe he's teleporting into your thoughts. But, there's this part of your brain. But now weed can get it where you believe the fucking mojo you're saying in your brain. You believe it like it's real. It's interesting. And your goals for the day or week objective? What do you mean also, Matt? Did you already comment, bro? I haven't seen you comment. Oh, I have on Top Chat, of course, like a fucking idiot. Also, writing down your goals. What are you doing, Matt? How you doing, brother? For the day or week objectively makes you more productive and successful in life. Really? I'm not much of a writer, dude, but when I had that weird mental fucking whatever the hell happened to me when I got high that first time and did my first deep meditation, I had that, like, I don't know if it was depersonalization, but where I was believing delusion in my mind. God damn, man, my grinder. This weed is actually so good that it's destroyed my grinder. I mean, there's so much crystal on it that it literally clogs up the fucking grinder. I mean, I'm putting a Hulk Hogan strength on that motherfucker trying to turn it, and I can't turn that bitch. It just locks up. I should just roll one, man, because this shit comes the way I get it. It comes in shake already, perfect for rolling joints. But I still grind it up because I like the powder. When I hit the bowl or whatever, I like the powder. But I'll smoke it as leaf. I don't care. I'll smoke it as leaf. I don't care, man. Shit. There's case studies on Harvard graduates per capita. The most successful students in terms of income were the ones that wrote down their goals and aspirations every day. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. As a matter of fact, take it a step further, Matt, I would say if you put certain phrases up in your home, let's say on the bedroom wall behind your computer chair where you sit all the time, or behind your TV on the wall, somewhere where you're parked at, that's in your, if you write down certain phrases or have, posters or whatever that are certain phrases to remind you, that helps even just seeing that all the time in your subconscious. Like if I were to put up, for example, like a sign that says love, positivity, happiness, prosperity, peace of mind, and put them all behind me, my TV right now, I would experience those emotions a lot more. I think that even happens, just seeing them in the background. So yeah, of course, writing it down, man, that's like really burning it in there. You're not just seeing it, you're physically writing it down. And that's going not just into the visual part of the memory, but the physical and all that. Precognitive, because you have to think about what you're going to write. So it goes into the whole brain. Maybe not smell, or taste, but you know what I'm saying. If you could taste that victory, smell that victory, the taste is awful. It's hardcore crap. I can tell you that. Oh, I know, Shaka. I know. I've experienced it a little bit. Jordan Peterson touches on it. And I'm glad I did because I kind of wanted to. I know it sounds crazy, but there's certain mental disorders I would love to experience. Maybe not permanently, but I would love to experience schizophrenia for a day. Absolutely. Just for like scientific purposes. I would love to. So when depersonalization happened to me, um, I was glad it happened, even though it was terrifying. It was terrifying. I was terrified. And I believed it all. I believed it was like real, like heavily believed it. I mean, it was just so crazy, but I don't know, I experienced it too. But we learn a lot about it in school. Needed me a V tiramisu. Yo, Matt, after you get your degree, bro, I want you to grandfather. I gotta move to where you live. Unfortunately, I gotta sleep on your couch for a little bit, bro, until I start banking. And then you're gonna grandfather me into psychology. I already know a lot about it, dude. So it'll be easy to teach me. And then you can be like, this is my other associate, Chris. And then I could work some days, bro, make some money. I bet you I could fix people, dude, bro. I bet you I could fix people's issues. And if I couldn't, I'd be really interested in finding that out too. Needed me a V tiramisu to bring me back to reality. I need me a. I'll take a V tiramisu, a V lasagna, a V anything. I am thankful for the presence I get of V. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, love. I've never been one to write stuff down. Yeah, me neither, bro. But when I had that mental breakdown or delusion, what the fuck happened to me? Oh, I was writing, bro. I literally found myself doing it and questioning it, but then just kept doing it because it just felt, I just knew I had to do it. I knew I had to do it. It wasn't even like, it was more like, it was more like, what am I writing shit down for? I don't give a fuck. But I was just like, well, this is all that matters. In my head, I believed writing these things down was all that mattered. It was interesting, but I was super high. Had a weird meditation where I was doing alternate nostril breathing and had this weird. I mean, literally, my whole body started convulsing and shaking uncontrollably, and it destroyed this outer shell of me. And I took this like mental breath that I needed for like, I don't know, 35 years up to that point. And I had like a mental breakdown or something. Something happened. Something snapped inside my little brain. And I've been a little weirdo boy ever since. I think I'm doing pretty good for what's happened to me in my life. Most of it comes from hands-on learning. Same thing with nursing. I don't think nurses need school unless it's super specialized shit like med surge. They can learn hands-on with supervision. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hands-on is the way to teach. It's weird to me that our schooling is all books on instead of hands-on. It's just like, I don't learn that way. I don't learn through books. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, love. Like a tiramisu. Absolutely. Man, y'all are making me hungry as fuck. Tiramisu's that one that tastes like coffee, right? It tastes like coffee. It's fucking, if that's what I'm thinking of, man, I love tiramisu. It's like a fucking little square, like, it's like gray and brown. What color was it? No, like white and brown. Oh, no, it was like brown and, or maybe it was two shades of brown, like dark brown and light brown. I can't remember now, but like caramel. I don't know. If tiramisu's the one I'm thinking of, bro, that motherfucker tastes like coffee, junk food. I love tiramisu, bro. That's what fucking what's his name? Khabib actually missed a fucking weigh-in because his fat ass couldn't put down the tiramisu, baby. I thought about doing psychology, but I don't think I'd have the emotional strength to be a psychologist. Oh, I would love to be a psychologist. I wish people would talk to me about their issues and pay me to do it. I'd be in heaven. I'd be like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, fix people. This is going to be easy. Yeah, because it's brainwashing, basically. Yep, coffee. I'm about to go get me a tiramisu. What? That's Italian. So tiramisu is Italian, right? So I'd have to go to an Italian. Oh, I know one. I know one. That's where I got my tiramisu, actually. I think that's nearly like a rule. So there's I'm not a fan of chains. If I can support mom and pop place, like I'm not a fan of getting a Pizza Hut pizza. If I could get a Louis pizza, I'll get Louis. They're better anyways. You get more bang for your buck anyways, eating at a mom and pa's. But there's a little Italian place near here, And this dude, so me and it was me, my brother Dimitri, his wife, my mom was there. It was my brother, I think. Maybe it was just that. But we went in, and that day nobody was there except the one girl that was working the register and then one little Italian dude. And he came out and he apologized. He said, just a weird day. Everything went wrong. I'm the only one here. He said, now I can cook you 4 meals, but I cook Italian food and it's going to take a while. I'm by myself. We said, fine, we'll wait. We waited like an hour, maybe longer. Yeah, we're with each other. This motherfucker brought out some shit, bro. I can't. I got the No, I do remember what I got. The one that's got the it's got the chicken marsala. That motherfucker's chicken marsala was the best fucking chicken marsala. It melted in my mouth. I thought he came out and he was sweating. He had his, cook apron on. He said, how, and we were like, all of our mouths are full. We're like, I said, motherfucker, this food is good. This food is good. I said to him, but I think that's nearly like a rule in life when people want. But they had an area there where you could. It was just all junk food, and I got a tiramisu there, and that motherfucker was delicious, bro. Strong enough, you're often perfect. Water drop gravity fed water filter system 2.25. Just bought that. Hopefully it's good. Gravity fed water filter. How much was that, Matt? I've actually been thinking about it. I distill all my water. Even if I ran it through a filter, I would still distill my water. But just for showers and shit, I've been thinking about getting a home filter, like a reverse osmosis. How much do they go for? Never listened to doubts. Many years ago, I felt so weak. But over the years, I overcame so much shit I never thought I was able to survive. Oh, yeah. I'll say this. If this reality is a learning school to make us tougher, then it's doing a great job. But this place torments us. We develop toughness by necessity. Oh, 200 ain't that bad, dude. That ain't shit. I mean, it's a lot to me right now, but all right. Well, fucking yeah, I probably. I'm getting hungry, to be honest, man. We were talking about all this food, and I'm actually getting hungry as fuck. I'm gonna end up wrapping this stream up, guys. I'm pretty hungry. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna have. Probably burgers again. We'll see, but anyways, thank you guys for coming by. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys. Go watch the stream back from the beginning if you didn't hear the story. I ended up running into somebody, interesting lady, an interesting character. It didn't go well, ultimately, unfortunately, but it's interesting that I would run into somebody like her. Anyways, all right. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Peace out, Matt. Love you, brother. Bye, V. Bye, Chaco.